I have come, Ganondorf, with an army.
Finally, you've arrived. With an army of furries, I see. How distasteful. This world should only be shredded by the likes of my persona.
A persona, that is. One powerful enough to take over FurryCon. But with the power of our secret stones combined, we might be able to defeat you.
Might is an understatement. Now die! I've seen this before, now Raru!
That pride will be your downfall, Ganondorf.
Oh, fuck!
And that was the Imprisoning War, a sacrifice done by my brother Raru to provide a safe place for the future generations of furries.
Kera, Marbled Goma, Mukdarok, Queen Gibo, and the Seized Construct. These are the main story's bosses from The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. In the midst of the upheaval, Ganondorf summoned his most powerful servants to plague the land and to prevent the new generation of sages from finding the secret stones.
Sacred stones.
Hello everyone, it is me, Bgold Bricks, and in this video I'll finally be showing off my LEGO bosses from The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. If you are new here, I've dedicated myself to building everything from The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity, and Tears of the Kingdom out of LEGO. I also have an ongoing Legend of Zelda stop-motion project called Hyrule Champion. If this calls your attention, consider subscribing for more LEGO Legend of Zelda content. With everything said, let's get into the video. Starting off strong, we got Kera. This was the first boss I defeated in the game, and replicating him in LEGO was a big challenge. His body was built in 3 sections, each consisting of 6x6 round plates and 2x2 cones for the spikes. Previously, I used airplane wings with chainsaws for Kera's wings, until recently that is, that I swapped them for Technic pieces which are larger and look more insect-like. The face was the hardest part to build. Ideally, the new LEGO Dream Stud is perfect for the eyes. Since I don't have it, I use transparent orange studs, which contrast amazingly with the rest of his face. 2 spider legs were used for Kera's Reaper Jaw. With many trial and error, I managed to build Kera to a state in which I'm happy. Moving on with the second boss I defeated, Marbled Goma. I conveniently built this one the day after my birthday, after receiving some LEGO pieces as a gift from a friend. So if you happen to be watching this, thank you. Anyways, Goma's body consists of many brown slopes for the rocky shape. For more texture, I used round 2x2s. The eye uses an inverted dome connected to a jumper plate and a 1x1 tile with a bar. The marbled rock on the legs was incredibly difficult to design. A combination of gray, dark bluish gray, and transparent red was used for the legs, starting out thin and gradually getting bulkier as we go down. Hey guys, Bgold Bricks here, interrupting the video as I normally tend to do in these type of videos. I just wanted to take some time out to thank you all for helping me reach 700 subscribers. This is a pretty recent milestone, and I did not recognize it at the intro of the video, so I want to take this time to do that right now. Y'all went absolutely crazy on my construct video, and yeah, it's one of my most viewed videos in like one day. Got like 1,000 views, which is absolutely insane. While we're at it, I want to show you these two builds, which are builds that I showed previously, but I've updated them. Starting with Harbinger Ganon, which I recently gave him these new like blue claw pieces. I don't know what they're from, but they just look so cool. Very accurate to the game. Then in the back, I had this weird connection with a snot piece, but I just got rid of it and gave him droid arms with diamonds and I don't know what this piece is called, one by one. And it just looks so cool. It's kind of heavy though, the arm, but hey, I'm still happy with it. Still happy with it. Let's hope he doesn't fall there. Then we got the Stelnox. I'm gonna have to lift the camera for this guy. It's the Stelnox, and I what I did is change the arm connection. Before it was just like one long plate, which was very annoying because it used to fall off very constantly where I put my Lego builds. And now it's just like this and has articulation. It's pretty epic if you ask me. I gotta put a plate here or something because it looks kind of off. But aside from that, he is way better than he was previously. And I do it this long time ago, but I did give him like some feet, which is not shown in the video. Feet, what? No, toes, claws, no. Okay, anyway, that is all. Let's move on to the next build. Next up is Muktarok. Just like Kera, Muktarok had many other designs before settling onto the one you now see. Muktarok uses minifigure parts for the body and legs. His head was built on a headlight and Travis brick with 1x2 slopes creating its shape. On the back, I used a 2x4 tile to cover up the torso's back print and for a little pop of color. And a flower piece was used for the mouth. With Muktarok out of the way, we can move on to his shark form. This build uses round corner plates in brown to represent the sludge. His face has a Technic hole with flowers for the eyes. And finally, a small airplane tail was used for the fin. Following Muktarok is Queen Gibo. Queen Gibo was the hardest boss to build and to defeat in-game. Luckily, I had prior experience building arachnid-like creatures as seen in my Harbinger Ganon video. And that experience did not really help, like, at all. Queen Gibo has 8 legs, with 6 of them using helicopter landing skis. The other 2 use hinge plates, favoring the posture. The fingers were made with handlebar pieces. When building the tail, I found this spiky vine in brown, which worked perfectly. Then we got the face, and evidently it was the most challenging part to build because of its shape. A wedge plate was used as the base of the head with 2x2s and yellow studs for the eyes. Lastly, a transparent pink electric piece was used for the antenna. Wait. Pause. Before moving on to the seized construct, we need to talk about Phantom Ganon. After completing the regional phenomena quest, we are to go to Hyrule Castle, where we encounter Princess Zelda, only to find out that this is a trap set up by Ganondorf. The reason I did not include Phantom Ganon in this video is because you can also fight him in the overworld after defeating a Gloom Spawn. But if you're wondering what pieces I would use for him, they will pop up right here on screen. And now we can finally move on to the Seized Construct. I teased this guy in my last video, and while we're at it, I'd like to show off my build for Mineru's Construct. Both Mineru and the Seized Construct use minifigure legs, with snot bricks just either connect to a golden chest plate or create a round shape at the bottom. Both builds use vehicle mudguards to add some depth into the chest. The arms were incredibly difficult to design. On Mineru, I used a mechanical robot arm connected to a T-piece and a gold cone for the hand. On the Seized Construct, it was a bit more difficult as I didn't have another pair of the arms I used for Mineru. But I persevered and settled on 2 red domes with golden studs at the bottom, which turned out way better than I could have ever imagined. For secondary arms, I used a telescope piece and a minifigure hand for more detail. Then we got their faces. Mineru's was the first I built. And it is 2 studs wide at the bottom and 3 studs as we go up. Some teeth pieces were used for the mustache. On the Seized Construct, I used a round 2x2 with a jumper plate which connects to the neck. Surprisingly, the neck was harder to design than the face. But I ended up using a hinge plate and a transparent 2x1. A handlebar piece was used on the top of the head with minifigure hands for the horns. But I didn't stop there. I also built a small version of the arena in which you fight. I used an 8x6 plate with 3 fence panels, and 2 6-brick tall columns were used for the arena's perimeter. In conclusion, the bosses from Tears of the Kingdom are very welcome entries to the Legend of Zelda series, and I'm very happy to have these built in my LEGO Tears of the Kingdom collection. That about wraps it up for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe, as that really pushes me forward to create bigger and greater projects. I want to give a massive thank you to Bgold Bricks for voicing Ganondorf, and Corrin is very cool for voicing Mineru in the Imprisoning War animation you saw at the beginning of this video. I also want to thank my Discord Knights for being loyal members of the channel. We got Pixel Bricks, Super Minion Bros, Brick Wizard Studios, Mr. J, Guy Figs, Hero of Time, Gorn Enthusiast, Bgold Bricks, and Octane Thermoplastic. If you'd like to appear at the end of my videos, join the Hyrule Champion Discord server via the link in the description below. Speaking of Hyrule Champion, filming is almost complete. Ideas for this project date as early as the post-production of Part 3, and it genuinely excites me that you'll finally be able to see this 30+ minute brick film in the near future, so be hyped. Thank you all for watching, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.